What if God is queer? Good afternoon, everyone. Growing up as a queer child in a very religious household, I was told about a lot of rules about love, rules about self-identity, rules about how they cannot coexist, especially if your identity is queer. And I carried that as a secret, but it's a secret that I felt was too heavy to share, but at the same time, too true for me to deny. I was told that there are rules for love and rules for how to exist in faith. But deep down, I chose to refuse to believe that those two identities cannot coexist. I chose to believe that I cannot be queer and I cannot be faithful. Because if faith transcends boundaries, and so does queerness, why then can they not coexist? If I was made in the image and likeness of God, does that mean that God, like me, is queer? What if the God we were taught to respect, the almighty being, the God who created every person in divine love, is as boundless and transcendent as queerness itself? What if queerness is not a sin? What if it is not a rejection of faith, but rather a fuller reflection of the God who, just like me, does not want to be confined within boundaries set by humans? I grew up believing in heaven, hell, and purgatory, and like many, I was taught that being anything but a heterosexual is a grave sin. As mentioned, I was an active member of the parish of mine for more than a decade. I'm an active member till now of the Altar Servers and Youth Ministry. And throughout those 11 years of being an active server, I was always told and I was always questioned, sakristan ka, pero bakla ka. Bakit ka nasa simbahan? Taong simbahan ka, pero ganyan ka. Parang, bakit ka nandyan? Hindi ba kasalanan yan? And I felt torn for years between those two identities because I was always made to choose between those two worlds. Why did I need to choose between my true identity and between the traditions of my faith? Yet, in those tensions, it is where I found my strength to confirm and to challenge the identities of queerness and faith. I knew I can be unapologetically queer and unapologetically Catholic at the same time because I believe that God transcends human boundaries just as queerness. I believe that the God that I believed in is not afraid of difference. I believe that he was not discriminatory. I believe that he was not afraid of evolution. And I believe that he did not shame queerness, but rather celebrates it as a divine creativity. As Alpheus Reed in 2003 suggests, we must liberate God from the closet of rigid, traditional thought. Only a theology brave enough to be radical can reveal God's presence in the lives of queer and marginalized people. It is in theology that is radicalized that does not reject faith, rather expands it for people. Within the church, as a member for more than 10 years and as someone who has been exposed basically my entire life, I know that there are battles and challenges between liberals and conservatives. Conservative theology always clings to the idea that God is not changing, that God is bound by tradition, and God follows a rigid doctrine. And that belief of conservatives has been the reason why I kept hiding behind the closet. That's the reason why I did not believe that faith and queerness can coexist. But I was introduced to another way of seeing God, a way that takes seriously the evolving world around us and understands that faith should move and should evolve just as how our society does. Liberal theology or modern theology reminded me that God's revelation is ongoing, that God speaks to us through change, and God speaks to us through culture and through the unexpected. Cronin in 2022 reminds us that our hope does not lie in human efforts to free ourselves from these struggles, but in the queer grace of God. By challenging theology's tendencies to idealize and idolize structures that uphold division and oppression, we make space to see God at work in the holiness of the other, or in this context, in the placement of queerness. This grace empowers us to witness God's liberating actions, even in places where traditional faith has looked. When I read the scripture, when I serve at the altar, when I reflect on the teachings of Jesus, when I speak during processions and conversations with younger people who are just like me, I don't see a God who is afraid of evolution. I don't see a God who is discriminatory. I don't see a God who is afraid of people like me. Rather, I see a God who walked with the marginalized. I see a God who loved without conditions. And I see a God who met people where they were, not to condemn them, but to uplift them. And this is seen from stories from the Bible until now. From the stories of Saint Augustine, who was considered one of the most sinful saints. From the stories of Saint Peter, who rejected Jesus 3 times before crucifixion. From the stories of Saint Paul, who continued to fight against religion. And the stories of Zacchaeus, one of the most well-known tax collectors that Jesus himself visited. So, if these people who were considered marginalized for these actions were uplifted by Jesus, why should queerness be any different? As I was reflecting on my speech, I realized that God is queer, and that queerness is not a reflection of what should be corrected. Rather, it is a gift to be celebrated, because it is a way of us showing that God's love transcends all human categories. And that brings me back to my question. What if God is queer? And that made me realize I do not have to choose between queerness and faith. I can be both, and I am both. And in being both, I reflect the boundlessness love of God. And so does every other queer Catholic child just like me. Let us dream of a church where we are all welcome. Let us dream of faith where queerness is not seen as the other, but as sacred part of God's creation. And let us live that faith, boldly and unapologetically, for we are sacred just we are. And because, just as faith transcends boundaries, so does queerness. Together, they empower. Thank you.
Thank you. By the way, nakalimutan ko ibigay itong clicker. Nahirapan tuloy si Tino. Setup natin. Sige, go. Take your time. By the way, listen to this, everyone. Itong clicker po natin, pwede niyong kunin sa akin at the start of each session. Ang next slide po dito ay itong baba.